Hey guys, this is Jamie Lowell Tallulah, and I am here for a Die Cut Diaries. And I believe this is episode number 5. It's so funny. I think I'll be continuing this series into 2007. So if you're interested in it continuing, in me continuing this, doing this Die Cut Diaries on Mondays as my scheduled video, you can let me know in the comments below. Also, if you would like to join me on doing Die Cut Diaries on Mondays, you can let me know that as well. I could turn it into a collab if people are interested. Just kind of let me know what you'd like. Okay? If you have some other ideas for videos that you would like to see from me in 2017, you can leave those down in the comments below as well. Yeah, so here we go. I got this Tattered Lace T-bar slider card die set a little while ago, and I got it from Create and Craft, and of course it was with a bundle, so you know I never give everything full price. So I got that, and it was interesting, and I wanted to see how, you know, see it put together, and it had some very interesting pieces. And sentiments and so forth to put this thing together. Now, let me give a little bit of a review here. This is a cool die set. It's interesting, and when it comes together, it's kind of neat. Okay? However, for me, these instructions on the back were not very clear. And I watched it several times on the actual presentation on Create and Craft when I purchased it. And then I looked at the video that they had up for this. And it was, I had a hard time figuring it out a little bit. Putting the pieces together, okay, but then like where the folds go and everything. So it took a little minute to get it together. And I think once you do, then it's not so bad. Okay, so there's the actual die set. Let me just go ahead and leave that there so a little bit. Then let me show you. This is what I mean. I cut it in just whatever paper I had sitting here because I didn't want to waste good paper on the first one. So here's the base, which is this big square here. And then this hot pink layer is this die here, which you fold on 3 sides. So see, you have a fold here, fold there, and then here's your open side. Okay, so it cuts that. Then you have this top layer is here. Oh, excuse me, it's like after midnight. And it's actually midnight Saturday, so you know, real early Sunday morning. So here's this top layer here. Clearly that's that die. And then on the inside, you have this piece here, this foldy piece right there, is this, is this center die. It's that center die piece. And then this little floppy piece here is this square piece over here. And then this is the slider, which is right there, the T-bar. Okay, so this is what happened when I followed the directions, at least the way they sounded to me. Okay, so clearly there's a problem because this tab should not be sticking out that far, right? So when it's in, it should be like that. Okay, and then when you pull it, it should pop up. And see, mine doesn't pop up right. Okay, so I was like, okay, what did I do? So, first thing is, on the video that I watched, they said to cut it a certain way, and so I cut it the way it was on the video, and it put this part here, on the wrong side. This opening should have been over here, so that it would be basically like that, right? So this should be open, and the attached part should be over here. So that's one reason why this isn't working. Okay, then This upper mountain valley fold thing, I got backwards or something the first time, and it just wasn't clear from the video. And it's not necessarily all that clear on the instructions because they keep flipping it over. So if I say, like here, it's one side, and I had to write that down. And then here, they flipped it. Here, they flipped it again, and now it's flipped the other way. So it's kind of confusing as to which is a valley and mountain fold. And since they used all white cardstock, it's even more difficult to tell on the instructions. So this is what happened with my original thing. Now I will also say down here, this section on this, between this thing here and this piece, hopefully you can see it. This section here, where the slit is cut, I think that needs to be reinforced because it tends to bend the wrong way. Okay, so then I went and played with actual papers that I would cut and use for a card because I thought I had it down once I messed with that. So here's the card I made. And this is also a die and stamp set, which I don't know where it is. I put it up with my stuff. So hold on a second and I will see if I can get that for you because I think I see it. I think I do. Yep, I got it for you. So I colored this a while ago. Sorry. Here's the die. And then here's the stamp set. I'll pull it out because it's a little harder to see because of the black ink. Well, you're not going to be able to see it anyway. There we go. There's a little bit you can kind of see through. So that was a Tattered Lace die and stamp set as well, darlings. Okay, so I had colored that a while ago, and I wasn't planning to use it, but then I just was kind of figuring out, like, what could I put on the front of this? Okay, so here you see that when the card is down, the tab is actually on the inside. So I got that part right after fooling with it. Now, when you pull on the tab, what happens? It raises. Yay. Now, this is the other thing that is a little bit wonky, I guess. Because to me, your card should lay flat, you know, for the most part. And then when you open it, it seems like this should go back further while this stays a little bit flat. Doesn't that make sense to you? Okay, because when you pull it, watch. And you kind of got to, there you go. Kind of got to pull it a little bit. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but there's like a pocket in there. So you got to get the pocket right down here. So when you pull it, it would make, you know, if you pull it like that all the way back, it'll pop open and you can see down here, but this is where your message is supposed to be. So to me, it seems like this piece should be longer so that it sticks under here. You know what I mean? So that you have this piece should be longer so that when you pull it open, it will stick underneath here as a one layer. And then this, which is the slider, would go even in further under that, if that makes sense. So that when you opened it, the slider bar would still come out like that, if you can see what I'm saying. Like this will be held down under here, and then the T-bar slider would slide between them. The other thing is this piece right here again needs to be reinforced, because you see that right there? See how it's bending like that? Right there, you can see that? So I think if this were stiffer, that would help too. But overall, it's a very cute die, and I like it. It's just, you gotta get it. And I'm rambling, so I hope this video is not too unintelligible. Oh my God. So I'll end up putting a sentiment in here, and then I'm gonna fool around with this a little bit. Not right now because I'm tired now, but I'm going to fool around with this another time and see if my idea actually works to make that little piece longer and stick it up under here, if that'll work. Because all this piece is a square piece with a, well, it's a rectangular piece with a line down. So if you made that rectangular piece longer and let it stick under here, The other thing is, because this card wasn't as thick as it should be, I also put 2 layers of the pull tab. All right, hopefully you liked that, and hopefully it wasn't too confusing, and eventually I think I'll actually do a tutorial for putting this together. So if you are interested in seeing a tutorial of me actually putting it together, then you can let me know that as well. So thanks for watching, and I hope this was helpful. Bye.